All right, let's get back into some content Karlee can talk to us about. You posted something on Twitter regarding this Colleen and IVF. Like, what was that all about?
Oh, so Colleen Ballinger, which is Miranda Sings.
Okay.
She posted something about, you guys probably won't care about it, but
I was confused because I saw it on Twitter and I was interested, but I just didn't know. That's why I wanted to ask you about it.
She just got like canceled for, well, not canceled, but she had to do apology.
When she gives you context, you're like, oh, it's kind of fucked up. Go ahead.
She said something about like IVF babies, which is it's a fertility thing.
Yeah.
It means people can't get pregnant, so they have to go through a treatment.
Right.
And like basically people make this joke about babies being born in a petri dish because you have to get like the sperm and the egg and the doctor has to make an embryo themselves instead of it going in your body and then they implant you with it, right?
Yeah.
So they're basically making a baby, like an embryo, and implanting it for you.
Right.
Making you pregnant. And so she said something about like, oh, like they're going to see the babies and they're going to be like, oh, you're broken? Saying that girls that can't get pregnant is broken, which for me hits home because I have infertility problems. And that pissed me the fuck off because she obviously has she's pregnant with twins right now.
Okay.
And then has a previous child. And just because you can't get pregnant doesn't mean you're broken. Like, it's how fucking insensitive. It's like 1 in 3 couples have like infertility problems. How fucking fucked up are you to say that? Like, I don't know. It really bothered me. She didn't make an apology video, and she's old. She is a grown woman. You've been on YouTube.
Wasn't she the one who had like that the nasally voice character or something?
Yeah, with the lipstick.
Yeah.
That's her.
Oh,
shit.
Okay. I didn't know who it was until you said that.
That was like her character, but her name is Colleen Ballinger, and she does like her own stuff now. She's more like laid back. She's a mother, but she's like, I'm pretty sure 30 something.
Holy shit.
So she should know not to say shit.
And she's been on YouTube for like 10 years, 15 years.
Since the beginning.
You've been an influencer long enough where like, because I know how to like filter myself. I know how to filter my brain before words even come out of my mouth now.
You have to.
So not only that, but like also you're 30 years old and you know that's someone in her life. Oh yeah, and her husband is a child from IVF.
Really?
Her husband is an IVF child.
Oh my God.
I don't know if this is true, but a lot of people were telling me that. I don't know if it's true, but I saw comments about it. I saw all that. So, like, how insensitive. I don't know.
You know what that kind of reminds me of is when, you know how, like, you have all these rich people and they purposely go to, like, poor neighborhoods to try to, quote unquote, help, but all they do is really flex their money.
Yeah, and it's, like, offensive. It's like, what are you doing?
It's like something like that. It's something like that. It's like, oh, that's crazy to me because... I mean, I obviously I know what the whole IVF process is, and like infertility, like you said, 1 in 3 people. It's something. It's not something that's like okay. So you know me, and like I can make jokes if it's a joke, but I would never go to somebody like you just said right now. You said you have infertility problem. I'll never be like, hey Karlee, so like when are you having a kid? Like I would never say some fucked up shit because it's like it's gonna offend somebody. So when you have a platform to that degree, to that extent, after this much of a time span. You got to watch what you say, but you also have to like take into account that whatever you say, how are you saying it?
Yeah.
She literally was like, "Oh, they're gonna walk by and be like, oh, you broken? Like, what the fuck? What?"
It's honestly just uncalled for. Like, the thing is just like, if this is the way I look at when people get canceled. Hey, just don't say that. And you're good. Just don't say that.
I mean, some things are some things are a little over exaggerated.
Well, yeah, of course.
But that, especially, I think it's because of how old she is. She has 3 kids.
Yeah.
And she's been an influencer for 10 years. It's like, come on, bro. Like and she edited it and uploaded it. So you're telling me that you not only said it, but then you watched it and then uploaded it?
That's the big thing about a lot of these videos, right? It's like people don't realize, like they'll watch the video and be like, oh, this person said this. Not taking into account that they have to shoot it, edit the video, go out of the way to up. It's a process. Yeah. So they very well know what the fuck they're doing. So you gotta think, is she doing it for shock value now? Or is she doing it because maybe she has something coming out that, I don't know, that maybe she wants to promote or get her name in the media again? Yeah. What's going on? You know what I mean?
And people might not think a lot of people might not think oh, maybe she just didn't catch it. Dude, when you're editing a fucking video, you're going through every word.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because you need to know, okay, do I edit here? Do I cut here? Like, obviously, she's been teaching me a lot about that, like you and I were talking about before. And I literally watch every video I've made, I watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I have to. Because if I got to cut certain parts out, I got to, if there's a gap of no audio or me not talking or me just sitting there, you know damn well what you're saying. You're 100% right.
Like, is it fun to sit back and watch everything back? No. But you have to do it, one, to save your ass, and two, because you want to make sure that whatever you're putting out is intentional and good. You don't want to just put bullshit out for the sake of putting it out. Like, even these podcasts, like, I listen back to them when I edit them. I'm not sitting there like, oh, yeah, I already talked about it. No, like, I got to listen back,
Yeah, that's true. I
just think it was so insensitive because it's just one of those things. Like, there are certain things where I can take jokes and whatever, and I'm not biased about it because I have the problems. Like, I can still joke about it, like whatever. Yeah. But saying that a woman is broken is fucked. That's a lot. Do you know how many times I've literally cried my eyes out because I cannot get pregnant? It's fucked. And it's fucked.
Correct me if I'm wrong, obviously, but like, isn't like that? I guess the one of the big dreams that women have is to bear their own child.
I'm telling you this right now. I've already told Josh this. If I cannot get pregnant, and like obviously I still have like ways I could get pregnant, but if I am not a mother, I literally feel like there's nothing to live for. Like, there's no point. What is the fucking point? That's my personal thing. And some people are okay with it.
As a man, and like, it's something that I don't think I can ever relate to a mother wanting to bear a child on her. Yeah. Like, I could never put myself in those shoes and be like, obviously you're sitting here and she's saying, oh, there's nothing to live for. And I'm saying there's a lot to live for. But, I can't really put myself in the shoes of someone who wants to be a mother. And I can't say like, oh, I understand. Yeah. Like, obviously it's way different from a male perspective. I feel like there's people that want to be fathers and stuff, but you'll never match what a mother
100%.
wants. You know what I mean?
100%. We give our portion in 3 seconds. You guys carry it for 9 months. Like,
exactly. And a mother's, like, being a mother, I know it's hard work.
100%.
It's definitely hard work.
Now, how do you feel about adoption? Like, let's say if you can't have your first child, would you be adopting for your first child? Because I have my own thoughts on this, and I'll tell you like after you say.
I'm going to be honest. Here, I would probably not. It takes a very strong person to adopt a child, and I don't think I would be able to. Mm-hmm. I honestly, truthfully think that I am not strong enough to raise a child that is not my own, like it's my own.
Got you.
I mean, I was a stepmom,
right,
and that was a little bit easier for me.
Got you.
Because I still knew I wasn't the mom, but having to be a actual full mom, I don't think I'm strong enough to do that. I honestly don't. It takes a lot.
And that's fair. That's probably fair. Like, it's better than you being
I love it. I think it's a great thing, but I couldn't do it.
It was better than you saying like, oh yeah, I can do it, adopt a child and like have them so miserable. You know what I'm saying?
Or be like that family that gave the fucking child back.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, do you remember that? Didn't we talk about it?
The YouTube couple.
That gave the fucking child back.
They didn't give him back. They just said we're not going to finish adopting. We're not going to continue with the process because they couldn't film the child.
That's so fucked.
Really?
Yeah, fucking stupid, bro. But my thoughts on adoption are like, I would adopt. I wouldn't mind adopting. However, my first child, I would want to be my own. And the reason is because I want to make sure that when I have my child, I want it to be like the first experience of fatherhood, my first step into fatherhood. I want it to be of my own child.
See, I guess I could adopt once I had one of my own, but I need a child.
That's a good
thinking about a child having my DNA and being like legit a little, like I can't even think about it. I literally he watches me all the time. Like, I'll watch a TikTok of a baby and I'll just fucking bawl my eyes out. Like, I don't even know this child and I'm bawling. I don't know.
That's funny.
But it's something you want, so it's understandable. Like, that's something you've always wanted, right? So
anyways, that whole thing with her is fucked.
Yeah, fuck her.